I'm about to drop a clip right now of my APR catted downpipe so we can get a sound comparison on what that was like. What's up guys, just wanted to start off the video and just say thank you to everybody who's been subscribing to me lately. The comments have been blowing up a little bit. Thank you so much for all the support that I've been getting, and I'm excited to get to 500 next. That's our goal. So hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. We got more content, I got more videos on the way. I'm always editing, so there's gonna be content for you guys, hopefully on a weekly basis. In today's video, I'm gonna be showing the difference between my ARM Catless downpipe and my APR catted downpipe. I just ordered this ARM Catless downpipe. I wanted to get a little bit more throttle response, maybe a little bit more power, I'm not exactly sure, maybe a little more sound. I went ahead and ordered it. We finally got it on the car. My APR catted downpipe sounded really nice, really crisp, and it provided a lot of power. Really didn't have an issue with power, throttle response, anything like that. Just kind of was like looking for an improvement. As soon as I put the ARM Catless downpipe on, I noticed that the cold start was a little bit louder. That was the first thing I noticed. After that, it was pretty hard to tell a difference, to be completely honest with you. I don't know if the ECU had to relearn itself because it was getting a little bit more air to the turbo, or exiting the turbo, rather. So I'm not exactly sure about that, but it seemed like in a couple days, the car started running a little bit better. And what I mean by that is it had quicker throttle response, and the RPMs, like the turbo would spool up around 35 to 3600 with my catted downpipe. And now the turbo's spooling up like around 3,000. So I could definitely tell the turbo's spooling a little bit quicker. So those are the pros to it. Let's talk about the cons. The cons to having a Catless downpipe could be inevitably the check engine light that could pop on. Now I'm running an O2 spacer, and apparently I had my O2 spacer on the wrong O2 sensor this whole time. A mechanic just let me know about that. I always had an issue with the check engine light. He ended up switching it for me to the correct one, and I've been driving on it for a couple days now, and the check engine light went out with a Catless downpipe. So that's pretty amazing to me. I didn't know that I had it on the wrong one, but that could be a con. You know, you could be dealing with check engine light issues, and nobody wants to deal with that. Also, the smell. Let's talk about the smell. With a Catless downpipe, you are inevitably gonna have a smell. If you sit in a ton of traffic, I would not recommend one. Or, you know, I noticed it whenever I was actually going through the Taco Bell drive-thru, and I was sitting there with my wife, and she was like about to throw up because it was just reverberating off the wall. Is that a word? Reverberating off the wall. And we were just smelling it. It was so bad. We both had headaches. But if you're not sitting in traffic, you know, you could consider it. My thoughts on Catless or catted, having them both on a stage 3 GTI, I'm gonna be completely honest, it was pretty difficult to notice a difference. What would I recommend? If you're going to the track, I would 100%. If you're a track guy, I would say go Catless, because you're gonna get definitely performance benefits out of that. And it's gonna be worth it for you, you know? The smell, you can deal with. But if this is your daily driver and you're not going to the track that much, you're really not even gonna notice that much of a power difference. I'd say just fully support it on a stage 2, whatever, wherever you're at. Get that throttle response a different way, bigger turbo inlet, front mount intercooler, but just go catted. It's really not that big of a deal. But I am gonna keep it. Now I do have an APR catback, and it has a resonator and a big muffler. and there really isn't any backfiring at all. I mean, unless I cut that muffler off and just went resonator, then I think I would have more of like a sound difference, but it doesn't sound that different. And I'm gonna try to do a couple rips here. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope that helped you in some kind of way. I know that there's some people out there that just do stock to Catless or stock to catted. So that's the difference between high flow cat and high flow Catless, basically. 3-inch all the way. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.